Thanks, Steve. Now, a recent discovery unveiled a new species of hominid in South Africa, Homo Naledi, and now anthropologists are reconstructing the species using 3D printing technology.
And we're joined by Darryl Ricketts, a forensic anthropologist from Boston University, who's actually here teaching at IUSB, who's here to tell us more about this new exciting discovery. So, Darryl, let's just start with talking about what exactly this discovery is for someone who does not know what we are talking about.
Sure. So in 2013, anthropologists had discovered in a cave system outside Johannesburg, it's called the Rising Star Cave System, they found a new species of what they believe is a hominid, dating roughly between 1 million and 2 million years ago. So what makes this extraordinary is that usually we find just pieces of fossils that we have to reconstruct. In this cave, we found 15 individuals so far. There's a possibility that there's hundreds down there.
So definitely an exciting time, and one of the things that's making the research even more exciting is now what technology actually allows you to do.
Absolutely. One of the unprecedented things that the researchers have done is a 47-member international team, and they've, as soon as they announced this on the 10th of last month, they put all of the files, or a lot of files that are been 3D scanned, they put them online for people to print out.
And so, well, 3D printing, I mean, that's something a lot of us know what it is, but it's kind of hard to visualize it, I guess. Can you explain, I guess, how it works?
Absolutely. It's called additive manufacturing. What this does, it takes a plastic, much like Legos or milk carton jugs, and it melts it at high temperatures and lays it down in a very thin layer, one layer at a time. So it adds up into a three-dimensional object.
And then so we have this right here, and these were used with the 3D printing,
Absolutely,
right?
yes. This is the example of Homo Naledi that we've reconstructed from several pieces. It's the entire calvera, it's the top of the head, and here we have the lower jaw, which is the upper and lower teeth on this. So it's a really exciting find that they've placed online, and anybody can download these and print them.
And just what does this mean, I guess, in the teaching classroom? I mean, to be able to do something like this, it's not enough just to show a picture anymore. I mean, this is the next level when you can actually physically hold this.
Absolutely, and it's great for our students. It combines emerging technologies of 3D printing with the search for ancient hominids. And as soon as these came out, we printed them out, and the students were really excited about that. And I have several students who are helping me. We got a 3D printer in the lab at IUSB, and we're printing out a lot of hominids, early fossil evidence that we can find, and so it gives them a hands-on type thing, and it lets them feel like they're involved in recent discoveries.
And that probably makes them maybe learn a bit better because they maybe are a bit more engaged in the learning.
Absolutely. They're a part of the learning process, and they're not only learning about ancient hominids and ancient early humans, but they're learning about technologies such as 3D printing, and it gives them a hands-on type experience with it. And it's a low-cost alternative to buying these very expensive casts.
Now, is this hard to do to make something like this? I mean, does it take a long time?
Well, the print itself does, yes. It can take anywhere from 5 to 24 hours because it's a very slow process, but we just let it run overnight or through the weekends, and yeah.
And you mentioned, too, I mean, talk about just how exciting of a time this is, where this cave that you were mentioning in South Africa, this isn't the first time there's been a discovery made there, so there's got to be that excitement of always wondering what else can be there.
Absolutely. The entire area is part of a World Heritage Site, so where they found ancient hominids quite often since the 70s. However, this is a cave system, and it's one of the first ones. It's extraordinary, the amount of material in there, and it's got the anthropology world abuzz.
And you mentioned, too, so these are available to download online, but if someone does want to come see these in person, is IUSB going to have any sort of exhibit, any sort of event that people can come and check these out?
We have a material cultures lab in the anthropology department, and they're absolutely welcome to come by and take a look at them if they like, or they can follow us on Facebook. We have a Facebook page called Fetal Reproductions. You can come there. We're highlighting all the stuff that we're printing out.
And then with the 3D printer, is this used amongst the entire school? All the departments can use this, or is this just within anthropology? How is that working?
It's an emerging technology, so we have several departments that are actually teaching 3D printing, and then we've got one that the general school can use, and then this is one that I brought in on my own. So it's really difficult to get this into the mainstream of teaching, but we're trying.
What are some other things that you guys have made with that?
Oh, I've done fetal specimens. I'm trying to come up with a collection of fetal bones that people can teach with because they're very expensive to buy. We've printed, there's all kinds of things you can find online to print. So it's just a myriad of stuff.
And it just seems like, well, again, with this discovery, I mean, what does this mean then to science, I guess, looking forward? Where do you go from this most recent discovery?
Well, it really helps try to cement where we are as a human and where we came from, and there's a paucity of evidence in the fossil record, so this really helps put our place in it. And this is just the beginning. They pulled 15 individuals out of here, and there may be hundreds of more, so we've just never seen anything like this.
Well, definitely an exciting time in the anthropology world. I want to thank Darryl for coming out this morning and showing us, again, what the 3D printer that's over at IUSB is capable of doing.